OFM Sport.
How big is this week for you guys in the Currie Cup? There's, of course, two rounds remaining. It's the Pumas, the old rivals. But I suppose for you guys, it's very important only to focus on the now and forget about absolutely everything that's happened in the past.
Yeah, Morgan, good afternoon, everybody. You ask how important it is. We want to win the Currie Cup, and to win the Currie Cup, you need to give yourself the best chance to finish as high as possible, and hopefully to get playoff matches at home. So we know that if we lose this game, that it is going to be difficult to get a home semi-final, and we also know that if we win this game, that is a very likely chance of us getting a home semi-final. So. Um, Yeah, we haven't looked much at the past. We did look at some tactical stuff of what we've done in the past against the Pumas and what they've done against us. But yeah, it's a big game. They still feel that they can finish on top of the log, and we know we can finish at the top, but we know we can also drop out of the semi-final spot. So yeah, it's massive. It's massively important for us this week.
And as you mentioned, it's actually really funny the last two rounds of the comp, as it's the SA Cup teams playing against each other and the URC sides playing against each other. But like you mentioned, no room for any error or complacency going forward.
Yes, it's actually worked out. It's worked out great. This competition for for the neutral, you know, currently the four top teams in on the log, they play each other, and then you look at the Lions. If they get 10 points from the last two matches, they will think they're definitely in with a chance. If the Stormers get 10 points from their last two matches, they're in with a chance. And they don't play the top four, they play each other. So it's probably they're looking at it and they see, look, listen, they've got a chance, and we know that we cannot slip up. So it's worked out really well. It'll be interesting to see how it how it for the supporters and for the neutral, it worked out really well. But yeah, it will be interesting to see how it plays out, going with after this weekend, how things will be going into the last weekend.
And I see Fearfoot's not in the team. Is that just being rested because he's had a lot of minutes, or is there a bit of a niggle that you guys don't want to take a chance?
Yeah, no, Albert and Malembe, they both miss out because of injury. Albert, hopefully just a week. Malembe, he'll be out for a bit longer. We're not quite sure yet, but he'll be probably out for the rest of the season with a shoulder injury. Albert just injured a rib against the Sharks, but he'll be available hopefully next week again.
But like we also mentioned earlier, is the depth that you guys have built. So I'm sure, yeah, of course, Albert is a massive blow for you guys, but the next guy steps in and just takes over from where he left off.
Yeah, Lungi, when Lungi Mbeko got his opportunity in Toyota Challenge, he really used it. Then he played two matches in the Currie Cup before, while Malembe was injured, and he was actually he won the forward player of the match, and then he didn't play the next week. So he was unlucky because he really played well, but Malembe was back from injury, and Malembe was always our starting number four, and then. The same with Derek. Derek, after his suspension, after that Stormers game when he was suspended, he's really come back. He's improved our line-out work. He's improved our line-out contesting. He's done really well since he's come back. He's been hungry to improve and to make amends for that red card he received. So, yeah, it's good. We Carl who's covering lock for us as well this week. He's also unlucky to miss out. He played really well at six for us last week. But we feel it's important to have Flam Oosthuizen in our team for this week, and Karel covering lock. It's better to be on the bench covering lock than to start there.